I'd just like to introduce myself. My name is Tim Stickley. I'm the Director of Barry Plant Real Estate, and I'll be your auctioneer today. For everyone that is tuning in, I welcome you to the auction call here today. And for those that are bidding, I'd like to really wish you all the very best with your endeavours, with your bidding. Bid well, bid with spirit and a bit of confidence, and hopefully in a short while, you'll be the successful purchaser of this wonderful opportunity. I will take you through very, very clearly how you need to go about the bidding. So just relax, don't panic. And we'll make it very, very clear and work with you throughout the auction. Obviously, this is a very new process, and as I was saying in the feed earlier, we had another auction just before this one. We're at the start of the Olympics, and I thought it was going to be like a 200 or 400 metre, but it turned out to be like a marathon. The bidding went for 50 minutes. We just finished in time to get this auction underway. There was good bidding, and the property sold successfully. So we're really looking for a positive response here as well. We think it's a terrific opportunity, and it's very well priced for what it is. I'd like to thank Karen, who's been looking after the property throughout, working with me and assisting with buyers with inquiries and working closely with you all there. So if you've got any questions as you go as well and you need Karen to assist, she's only a phone call away. So my intention is to go through the documentation as it's been on display, make some comments about the property, and then hand over to you for your bidding. So I'll fast track through this now to keep us moving along. First and foremost, the auction rules, they outline the following. The auction will be conducted in accordance with the rules and any additional conditions that were made available for inspection before the start of the auction. The vendor has a reserve price. As the auctioneer, I'll be indicating bids throughout the auction. The rules do permit vendor bids, and the words I'll use during the auction to indicate I'm making a bid on behalf of the vendor are simply vendor bid. And the reason I will be placing a vendor bid would just be in the absence of any bids coming in, so that you know where you need to be at or beyond if you're genuine about purchasing the property here today, and that's there as a guide for you. By law, only I, as the auctioneer, can make a vendor bid, so rest assured that anyone else that is bidding for the property has got the same intention as yourself, which is to purchase the property. The auction rules prohibit, and this is a very important rule as well to be aware of, the auction rules prohibit the auctioneer from accepting bids or offers for the property after it's been knocked down to the successful bidder. So when we get to the pointy part of the auction, if we're declaring that the property is going to be sold and it's called on the market, I'll be using my hammer along with the contract, and I'll declare the property going once, twice, third and final call, and if the contract, the gavel hits the contract, Daniel, who is penciling with me here, will hit the button on the computer to declare that the property is sold, and at that point in time, as I outlined, I cannot take late bids. So please work with me closely at that important part of the auction. In the last auction, I almost sold it probably 5 or 6 times when a bid came in just in that very nick of time. So be thinking about the bid, where you're wanting to move the bidding to avoid any disappointment. Let's have a look at the particulars of sale, and they outline the vendor and the land under offer as described in Certificate of Title Volume 08635, Folio 846, land together with improvements known as 2 Kumali Court in Noble Park. It's being offered with the chattels, which comprise those things of a fixed and permanent nature at the property. We're looking for a 10% deposit with a balance in whatever you would like to elect, 30, 60 or 90 days. You just need to be aware that currently the property is tenanted. Lovely tenants living in the property, maintain it beautifully. They've really assisted through the campaign and they really enjoy living there. So they're paying $390 per week. So if you're an investor, you can purchase a property with a tenant already at the property. If you are a buyer who is looking to occupy the property yourself, it is on a periodic lease. So that means that by providing a 60-day notice to the purchaser, we can provide vacant possession. So you probably want to be electing 90 days if you're wanting your vacant possession for the property. So just want you to be aware that with the lease, they're the rules that do surround that. The vendor statement, it shows our land today. We have a 50 feet frontage. We have 150 feet in depth. It's a rectangular block, and that comes to approximately 534 metres square. The zoning of the property today, a neighbourhood zone, neighbourhood residential zone under Schedule 1. What that means is that the amenity of the area will be maintained for many, many years to come. So the beauty of this property in terms of the location, being between Parkmore and Noble Park, is you have those amenities so nearby, yet you don't have those overcrowding, those high density developments of either apartments or townhomes where it really crowds the streets. So it's a beautiful place to live and raise a family. There is an easement. It does run along the rear boundary, which is for sewerage purposes, and the outgoings, they include the City of Dandenong and the South Eastern Water, and they total to approximately $2,385 per annum. Services are all connected and available at the property with the exception of the telephone. So ladies and gentlemen, that is the contracts as they've been on display, all very straightforward. And the final rules of auction outline that subject to the reserve price, the highest bidder whose bid is accepted shall be the purchaser. And this again is a crucial rule of auction to be aware of, and that is that if the property is passed in below the vendor's reserve price, the vendor will first negotiate with the highest bidder for the purchase of the property. So whether I'm declaring that the property is going to be sold under the hammer, or if I'm passing it in, you want to make sure that you are that last person holding the bid so that the engagement for negotiation will be with you, where you can accept the vendor's reserve price and eliminate any other buyer competing after the auction. So make no mistake, to buy this property today, you need to bid. You need to make sure that you do finish on top, whether it's under the hammer or whether we're passing the property in. Let's have a look at the property finally before I hand over to you for your bidding. And this property in Kumali Court, as I mentioned, our location here, halfway between Noble Park and Keysborough, Parkmore Shopping Centre. It's a wonderful place to live. You've got the recreational fields there, Noble Park, right off Moodamere Street. It's a short walk to the station, and yet it's a nice, quiet residential location. The land, it's level, it's rectangular, and the home sits beautifully on the block. It sits nicely elevated, it's been well built. And the home, you'll all agree, I'm sure, as you do flow in, it's just got that extra spaciousness that a lot of homes that were built in the era just haven't got to offer. 4 bedrooms, well apportioned, and you flow in that beautiful lounge area, fully carpeted, and then further into what I think is just a wonderful dining family living area off the timber kitchen. Timber kitchen is terrific with the gas hot plates, the underbench oven, an abundance of overhead cupboard space, the dishwasher, and views out to that rear yard. As you go along the driveway, the garage is super long. It's the tandem garage with plenty of room for 2 cars, and with the balcony out the back and a beautiful backyard for the ultimate veggie patch. It really creates a wonderful opportunity. So that's the property that is under offer. Again, first home buyers or investors ideally suited to you. So apologies again for the delay. We're now at the pointy end of the auction where I'm going to hand over to you now for your competition and bidding here for number 2 Kumali Court. Let's get things underway. All right, and obviously we've got the Olympics which are starting today, and I really feel like I need that starter's gun to say away. But here we go, and as I say, always like an Irish marathon, you want to be the first out and the last in. So who wants to be that person who will get us underway? Looking for an opening bid, you just need to tap that bid onto your tablet now and click the send, and we will be up and away. You need to bid to buy. Who'd like to get us started? It's not where we start that matters, it is where we finish. So your opportunity is to declare to me where you would like proceedings to get underway. Looking for an opening bid. If we don't get bids, we're happy to negotiate post-auction. In a situation like that, you've got no idea what you've got to do to secure the property, and it's a little bit like trying to run a 100-metre race with a blindfold on. It is a lot harder. You don't know the competition, you don't know where they are, you don't know where the finish line is. You need to bid to buy. Opening bid anywhere. We have been marketing the property from 690,000 plus buyers who would maybe like to start me. I'm going to make it ever so much easier actually. I'm going to say let's get it started at $650,000. So can I see a bid at $650,000, which is bargain basement, to get things underway? Opening bid in your hands. Who would like to get us started? It's really hard when I can't see you all and see what you're wanting to do. I can't communicate with you clearly. I really need you to be responding. And make no mistake, there's definitely other buyers that are interested in the property, and sometimes it's a bit of a difficulty where you think, well, let someone else get us underway. But if no one is going to get us underway, we go nowhere. So we're looking for someone who's going to make their intentions clear.
650.
And we've got the 650, and the bid is from Zenura. So I'd like to thank you and wish you all the very best. Thank you so much for being our starter here today at $650,000. At $650 the bid, and I'd look for a $25,000 rise at this point in time at $650 the bid. At $650, can I see $675,000 anywhere? Great buying for a location like this. 4 bedrooms, nicely elevated, beautiful block, great area. 650 and 75 now. 675?
Sapara.
So $675,000 from, sorry, Daniel?
Sapana.
Sapana, from Sapana. Thank you for your bid, and also welcome to you. At $675,000, holding the bid at the moment. At $675, can I see 700? Come back strong. A good bid is a quick bid. At $675,000, I'm going to call the property for the first call, for the second call, for the third and final call. You need to bid to buy. No late bids. Make sure you get that bid in as I outlined earlier. At $675, holding the bid at the moment. 7 can I see? At $675,000. Great value at that. Lucky to find a 3-bedroom, 1-bathroom. Let's be serious in Noble Park at that price. I'm sure we're all aware of that. At $675,000, where to? In your hands. Need to know. At $675,000.
700.
Back at 700 now. At $700,000. Be thinking about what your next bid would be. It's just so different when we're working from home rather than all out the front and seeing what's going on around us. Beauty of bidding at auction these days is instead of being out there in the freezing cold, you can be at home with a coffee in your hand, still in your pajamas and bidding to buy a property. How good is that? At $700,000 the bid. At 7 the bid. I tell you what, I'll take a 10 from there, make it ever so much easier for you. At $700,000, I'll take a $10,000 rise, or otherwise you can give me 25 if you prefer to. At $710,000 for the first call.
700.
At $700,000 for the second call. At $700,000 for the third, final call. No late bids. Are we all silent? Done and dusted. I need to know, in or out. Can't see any bids coming up. Moment for consideration.
710 from
and
Sapana.
10. And 10. Keep those bids coming from Sapana. At 710, holding the bid right now. At 710 at Sapana. At $710,000, 20 can I say? At $710,000, value buying. At 710 the bid. At 710, here we go.
720.
20, that's the way. That quick and strong. We're starting at apex as we get towards that finish line. 720 the bid. Back with 10 if you like. Holding the bid at the moment is Darabi, third bidder in. So we've got 3 involved at this point in time. Welcome to the bidding. At Darabi, at $720,000, 10 can I say? From either of my other 2 bidders or someone new. At $720,000, once, twice, third and final call, done, silent, finished. As I said, no late bids.
725 777.
725 777. There's one to really mess with my head. I'll take that bid.
Sapana.
At 725 777. I'm looking for a minimum increment here of around about $5,000 or more at the moment. Because that's over $5,000, I'll happily take it. Although it is an awkward number for me to call. At 725 777. If someone would like to take me to 730 to round it up, I'll let you do that. At 725 777. You nominate the price. You hit the keyboard, outline it to me. 725 77 holding the bid. Sapana holding the bid right now. Once, twice, third and final call.
740.
740. There we go. Just unloaded with the big torque from the middle. If you're watching the front bar, I'm sure that would be called a boom shakalaka. At $740,000. That is a good bid. At $740,000, I look for a riser 5 from there. Nominate that price if you like, or give me another long ball. Come back strong. Make your intentions clear. At $750 for the first call.
740.
At $750, I should say $740. I'm sorry about that. I'm getting a bit excited. At $740,000 once, twice, third and final call. $740. All done. Silent finished. Are we out? Need to know.
745 Sapana.
Just in the nick of time. Sapana back with a 745 at $745,000. At looking for a 750 now. Rounding up to 750, 745 the bid. The sale's drawing close. 745. Don't miss your chance. First call, second call, third and final call.
750.
50 the bid.
Darabi.
Back with a good bid at $750,000. The sale is drawing close. Work with me. Keep bidding. Keep moving. Never give up. At $750 the bid. 5. Get you back on top. $750 I have. Can I see 5? At $750 for the first, second, third and final call. Hit that keypad. Don't miss your chance. It's going at $755,000.
760.
760 the bid. At $760, good bid. A nice long one. Who was that, sorry? Thanuara.
Yep.
So a new bidder. So we've got 5 people bidding right now. Is that right, Dan? Okay, so it's $760,000. comes in at that last moment. Don't let it get it with one bid. At 760.
770.
770 bold. At 770 with
Darabi.
Back and holding the bid at 770. At 770 the bid. At 770 for the first call. For the second call. Third, final call. Are we done? Silent?
77777.
That's an easy one to call, isn't it? 7, lots of 7s.
Yep. From Tony.
6 times 7 we're at. From Tony. Welcome, Tony.
Yep.
Lots of people interested here today at 77777. Nominate your eyes from there. Where to? In your hands. Got a bid to buy. So close now. Once, twice, thrice. Going. In or out? Need to know. No late bids. Where to?
780 Darabi.
780 Darabi, and we're selling at $780,000. I declare the property on the market. There is no tomorrows. There's no negotiation post-auction. We are selling from here at $780,000. You have the opportunity to nominate your rise from here. Doesn't mean a little increment is necessarily the best strategy. Think it out. The last offer auction we had, we were going in 250 bids. I reckon it went $50,000 in 250 bids. So maybe not the best strategy. As I said to my last auction, I did that 20 years ago, where I went up in ones and it went for about $36,000 or $40,000. That was back in the day, about in the 90s, and that was a lot of money at the time. I swore I'd never do it again. So I'm in your hands. You can nominate your price. I'd recommend a $5,000 bid now. However, you're in control. You tap the keys. You let me know what your offer would be. Minimum increments of 1 at 780, the bid. At 780 and no further bid, we are selling. Here we go. No late bids. First call. Second call.
788 888.
Lots of 8s. Lucky number 8 right now. 758, 788, 888 the bid. At 788, 888. First. Second. Who we got holding the bid there?
Tony.
Tony back with his 788, 888. Try and say that quick. It's like a tongue twister. 788, 888.
790 Darabi.
Thank you, Darabi. That is so much easier to call. At $790,000. At 790 the bid. Who wants to be the first to lucky number 800? 790, 800 be a good bid right now. At 790, I'm going to call it 3 times. Make no mistake, we are selling once, twice, third and final call. Are we done? It's going. It's going. Be quick. I need to know. No late bids. Once we declare it sold, the property is gone. No tomorrows at $790,000. $1,000 more will get you back on top. That's all it will take.
791.
And there it is, the $1,000. Thanura at $791,000. Holding the bid right now.
795 888.
795 888 from
Tony.
From Tony. 795 888. Who wants to take me maybe to 8? 795 888. We are selling once, twice, third call. It's going. It's going. Are we done?
796 Darabi.
796 the bid. At 796 now. Looking for $1,000 rise from there. That just rounds us back out. I'll take that for that very reason. I won't take a $100 bid further from here though. From 796, I'm looking for a minimum increment at $500 right now. At $796,000, work with me, step into the opportunity. 796, $500 anywhere. Can I say once at 796, twice at 796, third final call at 796.
800.
Boom, there is the 800. We've hit the 800.
Tony.
Good bid, Tony. Well done. $800,000. The sale's moving closer. You are so close to holding those keys. The other buyers right now have got the brochure in their hand. Time to turn that around if you want to secure this opportunity. At $800,000, $500 minimum bid. Nominate your price at 800. I'll call it now. Once, twice. The third call. The property is going. It's going.
801.
And it's not quite gone yet. 801.
Darabi.
801 Darabi is back in at $801,000. And this is like a good race around the track. And there's people just switching places as we go. $801,000. Keep thinking about your next bid, Darabi. If someone does come back and the other buyers out there, let's get active. It's now the time. I need to see those bids at $801,000. I'll call it again then. If no one wants to come straight back with an offer, Let's put it to you at $801,000. No better bid. It'll be sold once, twice, third, final call.
801 888 Tony.
801 888. I'll take that. That's over the 500. 801 888. 801 888. Back to you, Darabi. Tony holding the bid. Both of you at the pointy end now. 801 888 for the first, second, the third call. It is going 802.
We've got 802.
I'm really looking for a higher increment than that. I'm going to reject that bid because it's only $112. So at 801 888, can I ask for that bid to maybe come in at 802.5 or 803? I just want to keep the minimum bid to $500. So we've got these odd numbers coming in, which do throw a little bit of confusion there. I'll give you some, moments of time to just be able to have a look at that. And I'm looking for $500 minimum.
802 500.
Thank you so much. At 802 500, thank you for working with me there. At 802 500, back to you, Tony. You can pick an abstract number if you like, but it needs to be more than $500. And subject to that, I'll take your bid. At $802,500, we're at. At 802, it's back to you. Speak now or forever hold your peace.
803 500.
803.5. Thank you. Good bid.
Tony.
At 803 500. At 803 500, that finish line is in sight. Race towards it. At 803.5, once, twice, third call. The property is going. It's going. Need to know. Hit that key. Gavel hits the contract. Daniel hits the sold button. 804, please, don't leave it too long. Excuse me. Gavel hits the contract. Daniel hits the sold. Game over. No further chances. By law, cannot take late bids. So at 804,000, 805. Thank you for your bid.
Tony.
805, Tony. At 805 with Tony. At 805, back to Darabi. At $805,000. Right of reply. What would you like to do? Need to know. Keep it moving. Be thinking, Tony, about the next bid. If there's one that does come in, a good bid is always a quick response. Makes your intentions really clear.
806.
806 with a bit of deliberation there. At 806, let's move back. Let's maybe go to 810. At 806, I have in your hands here to try and help. 806, calling it once, twice, third and final time. Are we done? Silent finish, minimum increment, $500, get you back on top. Nominate that rise. No late bids. In 5.
808.
808. Boom. Good bid. Good bid, Tony, at 808. Back to you, Darabi. 810 maybe. What do you think? At $808,000, I have fairly bidden off it at the 808. Selling once, twice, third, final call. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In or out? Need to know.
809.
809 the bid.
Darabi.
At 809 the bid on the death knock. At 809. At 809. Right a reply. Where to from here? At 809,000. This is where it's hard for me as the auctioneer when all I'm doing is staring down the barrel of my iPhone. I can't see you. It's hard to work with you in this instance. At 809. Tony, right of reply. Other buyers, are you definitely out? If not, make sure you hit those keys. Get back involved. At 809, no better bid, I will sell. At 809 for the first call. 809 for the second call. 809 for the third, final call. You just never know. It might be their last bid. What if another $1,000 had buy the property? Would you be there? Don't miss the chance. Don't wake up tomorrow going, gee, I wish I had, with regret. You never know. Sometimes you put in that last bid and it just gets you the property.
809 888.
809 888. At 809 888, you just never know. Maybe that's the knockout. Let's see. At 809 888 the bid, looking for a $500 rise or more, so looking for something around that 810.5 or beyond. At 809 888. At 809 888, add 500 and you're at 810 388. Your call. What number? As long as it's beyond that. 809 888 for the first, the second, third, final call.
810.
10 it is. Okay, that's 112, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'll allow roundouts. So 810 I'll take.
Darabi.
Minimum bid $500 or a round out's okay. Let's go with that. Okay, 810 the bid. 810 the bid. Tony, would you like to come back with a 888 if you like? 810 the bid. At 810 the bid, I'll take a 888 if that's the number you'd like to run with. I'll take a 500 minimum. At $810,000. At 810 with Darabi now. At $810,000, I feel like a horse race caller right now. At $810,000 for the first, the second, third, final call. We are selling. We are selling. Need to know, in or out. This is where I wish someone could give me the thumbs up and say, Tim, sell it to them. There it is, 810,250. 810,250 with Tony. At 810,250 with Tony. At 810,250,000. At 810,250, I should say. At $810,250 in your hands. First, second, third call. 810,250, 810.5.
Yep.
I can see there. With Darabi at 810.5 now. At 810,500 the bid. At 810,500. Right of reply. What about 888 again, maybe? At 810,500. Once, twice, third call. 810,500. We are selling in 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Done. Silent finish.
811.
11.
Tony.
So close. Let's hit those keys faster. At 811 with Tony. At $811,000. The sale is on. It is imminent. Who's going to be the first across that finish line at $811,000? First call. The second call. Third and final call. Make no mistake. We are selling. We're selling. I need to know. Lucky last call. It's with Tony. That's right. Yep. Tony's saying, Tim, hit the contract.
811,500.
811.5. 811.5. I'm really sorry. I'm trying to give equal opportunity. Please work with me here. Avoid disappointment. Be ready to place your bid. $811,500. I will call it again. 811,500 once, twice.
815.
Boom. $815,000.
Tony.
Gone long, gone strong. Good bid, Tony. 815 the bid. At 815 the bid. Back in your hands against Tony there. At 815,000. Tony holding the bid. We are selling if there's no better bid. Where to from here? I'll take another 250 if you like from here. Make it that much easier for you. It's 815 minimum increment that I will allow now, $250 to get you back on top. Doesn't mean that's the best bid you could make, but you've got the opportunity to. That's 815,000. I will call it. No further bid. I will sell. Gavel, contract, button, done. 815 once, twice, third, final call. We're selling in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Darabi, I need to know, in or out. Here we go. The property's going. Definitely out. I can sell to Tony. You've given it your best shot. All done. Looks like we're out. Bear with me a moment there, Tony. All right. That's it. Calling the property at $815,000. Great bidding. Here we go. Property is selling. It is selling. Thank you so much, everybody. The property is sold. And congratulations, Tony. Terrific bidding. Congratulations. Commiseration to our underbidders. Thank you, everybody, for tuning into the auction here today. And I wish you a very, very good Saturday. Thank you.